Texas Podcast Massacre contains spoilers and adult language. For more horror, visit us at our website at texaspodcastmassacre.com.
Give me that recipe or I'll raise your rent higher than Georgia pine.
Brother, ain't no Texan's ever gonna give you his barbecue recipe. That's a fact. He'd take you to his grave. I could be bleeding like a stuck pig. I ain't gonna tell you.
We'll see about that.
This is Texas Podcast Massacre.
Welcome to another episode of Texas Podcast Massacre, coming to you from Houston, Texas. I'm your host, Mitch, and wishing you a very, very happy Texas Independence Day are my two co-hosts, Lisa.
It's the best barbecue in Texas.
Everything's the best in Texas. And Nate.
She could suck the bend out of a river.
God damn, I knew you were going to do that. Well, welcome to another episode of Texas Podcast Massacre, where each week we take a look at a different horror movie and we debate a horror-related topic with our unsuspecting victim, who is usually someone we would not consider a horror fan. Now, we invited a whole slew of folks, but it looks like they got held up, got some DC2 in the face, and it's just Lisa. It's just the three, those Tres Amigos. Did I say that right?
Well, you are the only true Texan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
out
true.
of the group. So,
yeah.
You know.
Nate and I are transplants into this great state. So Lisa,
great.
You're here of your own free will. You don't like it, get out.
It is. Yeah, it is hard.
Am I though?
Lisa, what is your favorite quote for Texas? It's the old Davy Crockett one, or
yeah. You may all go to hell. I'll go to Texas.
What's the difference? Hold on. Is it middle of July? Because then what is the difference?
It probably was July.
Now, Lisa, as a resident, tell us what do you do on Texas Independence Day? Because it is a big damn deal. So, go ahead, and then I'll jump in with my observations as a transplant.
I don't do anything. I say, yay, Texas.
Let's go Texan Day.
Yeah.
Right around the same time frame.
Yeah, because
when everyone thinks they can pull off cowboy boots and they can't. So
my observation is, if you've come to Texas, Houston is like ultra Texas town, especially around this time of year. Because we have the rodeo right now, which is I think the state's largest rodeo.
I think so.
Because I know there's several, but I think we have the largest. The state fair is biggest in Dallas. Obviously, that's their.
If you want to see Hootie and the Blowfish play country music.
Let her cry.
That is where you go. You go to the rodeo for some reason.
Chicken fried bacon.
If we can
fried tiramisu.
If we can fry it, you can eat it.
Fried butter.
Fried tiramisu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, yeah.
If
it can be fried, it will be fried and eaten.
Like a quadruple fried churro. That's what
probably.
I expect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, no, that's the stick that it's served on is the churro. You eat through the tiramisu into the churro.
Got it.
Yeah.
Then you go in the turtle world and throw up.
Yeah. No, Go Texan Day is the craziest day. For where we work, everyone gets super. We're at a pretty conservative, company. It's not very. There's no weird I don't know, millennial hangout spot for you to just chill and relax. This is a little more baby boomer-esque type of thing. And so for everyone to just all of a sudden go, we're going full Texas. Everyone shows up in boots and a hat and the full 9 yards. There's barbecue all over the place. You can't get normal vendors come in any other time, but Go Texan Day.
Yeah, like
everyone's in red.
Every woman who's over 50 and blonde has like 100 square feet of fringe per inch on their outfits.
The best I saw this rodeo season was someone put a meme, and it was a rodeo barbecue Barbie, and it had a Barbie I guess doll or whatever, but in like the whole country thing, and it like head in the toilet puking because it was like day after. It's like, yeah, that's about right, because people get crazy at the rodeo. Yeah, and this is pre-Mardi. I mean, something about, and look, I grew up with Mardi Gras, right? The rodeo season here goes above and beyond in terms of,
it's longer. First of all,
yeah, a lot more Toby Keith.
Usher came one year.
Usher did. Yeah, it's an eclectic.
Usher's like,
it's an eclectic.
Look at that Hootie the Blowfish money. Like, dude, that guy crossed over and he got a bunch of money.
Hey, he doesn't come here as Hootie. He comes here as Darius Rucker, and people still come to see him.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, it's like, ooh, this is a good, like, if I want to cross over to country or whatever,
yeah,
this would be a place to go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's a million Selena tributes this time of year. Which you think is a normal thing that happens in Texas, but I really only think
only
it
in
happens.
Corpus Christi.
Yeah.
Well, Corpus, which weird place where she dies is where we're going to make sure we really celebrate that.
Yeah.
Weird.
Whataburger, Selena being shot. That's all they got.
I'm going to say that's just survivor's guilt.
Yeah. we gotta pay this back. That's what Whataburger was. Like a cosmic payback.
Yeah. Well, welcome. If you're from Texas, you already know it. If you're not, welcome to what we consider probably the second biggest holiday of the season.
No.
You're right. It's Christmas, Super Bowl, and then Texas
Halloween is
Independence
number
Day.
one.
For us, but we're transplants. We don't.
Oh, that's okay.
See, we're not the crazy ones that run the Texas Independence Trail around this time.
Yeah. Where you start in, I can't even remember I'm not from here.
I don't know.
Is the Texas Independence Trail like a reverse freedom trail?
It's long. It's like 100 miles long?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
it's a team of 4, and they run the whole Texas Independence Trail.
Oh, I know people who've done that.
In like a continuous 48-hour period.
it takes a whole weekend.
4 shifts or something in the total.
Yeah.
Wow.
Former guest Bill, Mitch's brothers, run it a few times with some people.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not.
So this week we're
Surprise.
we're none of us are full runners around here.
Yeah.
Can I just interject?
Yes.
I was promised barbecue at this podcast session.
Yes.
The best damn barbecue in Texas. So where's it at?
I ate it.
Corkscrew is somewhere here.
The best places run out before like 2 p.m.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you had to get there like ahead of time.
The small batch places.
That's right. Those are the best.
When my wife's
pro tip,
when my wife's relatives visited over the summer, it was like August 1st. We got to Corkscrew, which is one of the best barbecue places in the Houston area for sure, if not all of Texas, by top 10.
Yeah.
The line, we got there 30 minutes before they opened, and we were like number 50.
Yeah.
It was
crazy.
102 degrees, and a lot of those people were from like Seattle, and they were just like, "What is?"
They were dying.
I am dying.
Yeah.
Luckily, my wife was pregnant at the time, so she got people to feel bad for her, and she got a seat inside.
Aww.
But other than that, we were all dying.
Yeah, it's
Still worth it for the barbecue. That's how good it was.
Oh yeah.
Danny came in handy, huh?
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Well, with barbecue, with Texas Independence Day, we had to pick a great Texas movie. Now, there is an obvious choice that you think we would have gone with, namely our namesake. But
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
We're going to hold that for something even better. So if you thought you were going to get Texas Chainsaw Massacre, shame on you. You should know better. Yep, won't. Instead, we're giving you Texas's own Robert Rodriguez's Planet Terror out of the Grindhouse movie set, I guess.
The Grindhouse Spectacular.
Yeah. And I love this movie. I will not even hide the fact.
I think I love it more than you.
I disagree, and we will fight throughout this episode about.
Yeah,
who
y'all
loves this
go
movie
at it.
more.
I'll be in the other room.
Yeah. Yeah, so that is this week's movie. But before we get into that, look, we usually have a debate question, but it's Texas Independence Day. That means it's time to play the game.
Time to play the game. Time to play the game.
The McConau-game. All right. So, the most famous Texan in the world, Matthew McConaughey. Can we agree on this?
I love him.
Is he the most famous Texan now?
Yeah.
Who's
he
more
is.
famous now?
Lincoln
commercials. I called Reliant Energy today. His voice greeted me.
Yes. So
all the movies, Oscar,
Yeah.
Emmys, he's everywhere.
So the University of Texas at Austin.
Not those other non-Austin ones.
Yeah. Ugh. God. Is going to build a new stadium because the one that they have was getting a little dated.
Wait, DKR, really?
No, not DKR. Like a new like basketball
arena.
An arena, not a stadium, an arena.
So what
Look, Texas has enough. UT has enough money. They would have.
DKR's
I could
not
see
old.
them.
So what you're saying is the arenas get younger, but he stays the same age.
All right.
Yes.
Is what you're saying.
So they're going to build a new arena. Obviously, he's a part of it. He has been
Wait,
named
why is that obviously?
because it's McConaughey,
Because
and he
he is-
owns a burnt orange leather suit. It's McConaughey.
Yeah, Nate, you don't watch football. Matthew McConaughey is on the field, like on the sideline every game. He is more their mascot than Bevo is.
So
He was there in the Vince Young championship, right?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
still
I remember
there.
him on the-
He's
Him?
never left.
Okay. So funny story, good story about that one. At the beginning of that, because Will Ferrell went to USC. And so before the game started, they did a little short with Will Ferrell and Matthew McConaughey, like going at each other. It was hilarious. Back to my point though, the arena, they named Matthew McConaughey the Minister of Culture.
Sure.
And he literally was on what late night host was it?
Mitch is dying.
It was it Colbert? I don't remember.
I don't even remember it.
Someone, and
the
he was
Minister of
like just
Culture-
talking about it. I was
the
like, I
Minister
love
of
this.
Culture, like what is like the bongo responsibilities of the Minister
You bring
of
him to
Culture?
every game.
Okay, you
Yeah.
are the
He just walks
designated bongoer at
Yeah.
all parties.
You
Pretty
got
much.
you got any bongos? It'd be a lot cooler if you
did.
All right. Christ. All
You
right,
don't know
so
how much people would pay for those bongos. I'm just saying.
what is happening on the show?
McConaughey, let's go.
The McConaughey.
You know
I'm
how-
gonna win,
You know
but
how
it's
like
okay.
there are certain bands that people just like stop their lives and go follow, like Grateful Dead, right?
Yeah.
You go follow Grateful Dead for like a year, or like maybe back in the day a little bit like U2 or something, like a huge band.
Yeah.
I feel like Lisa's at a drop of a hat, like ready to like
Oh,
to
hell
do this
yes.
for McConaughey.
Well-
Like, every set he's at, he's like,
The thing is, and I would take Damien with me, and we would
Yeah.
just be.
Well, what
a
was
burnt
the-
orange
what
if
was
he
blur.
reciprocated at all, you would like be there.
Well,
Oh,
okay.
hell
So,
yeah.
I mean, to give you a good sense, I mean, Lisa, noted unsuspecting victim, hates almost every horror movie, like really like gritty crime stuff, you know, anything like that. That first season of True Detective, when they started airing it or talking about it, it was Matthew McConaughey and was it Colin Farrell or
No, it's
That was the second season. Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson. When Matthew McConaughey was on there, Lisa was very much like, "Oh, I'm interested." What's
I was torn.
what is
I
this
didn't
about?
actually watch it. It was too.
But you also
it
hate,
was way
you
too
hate
gory.
Woody Harrelson. Had they switched it, had they put Woody Harrelson in season 2 and brought in Colin Farrell, you would have watched. You would have been
I would have
all
watched it 20 times by now.
yeah. Except they made Matthew McConaughey all strung out and druggy. You're like, no.
Yeah.
That's
But you knew it was underneath, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Come on.
All right.
So, the game, if we ever get
the
to it.
McConaughey.
The Matthew McConaughey game. So, in honor of the most famous Texan that we have at this point,
Hell yeah.
so to make this fair for unsuspecting victim Lisa here, I think she has an advantage. I feel like she's more of a McConaughey fan than you are. So I just slightly. So I picked quotes from characters that Matthew McConaughey has played across his entire career.
Oh gosh.
And I'll read the quote. And the first person to give me the movie gets a point. And there's a lot of unsuspecting victim-friendly movies.
It's gonna be hard.
No, it's not going to help me because
script.
I do not know his filmography.
You know that one movie?
I tried to make this easy.
All right.
So
All right.
I think you'll be able to get the vast majority of them.
How many of them have all right in them? In his career, he has said all right no less than 200 times.
We will find out.
All right.
All right. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Can this
Okay.
be an open book?
No. Okay.
Can we use the Googles?
No, you cannot. All right. Here we go.
Okay.
First quote. Gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket. I jerk off at least twice a day.
In that Swingers?
No. What?
Not Swingers. What am I thinking? I don't know.
Swingers?
I did
Wait,
not
say
know.
it again?
Gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket. I jerk off at least twice a day.
Oh my God. I don't even know.
I really need you to do the voice if you're going to do this game. That's
I'm
not
sorry.
fair.
Magic Mike?
No. Although that is an awesome guess.
Oh, I don't know. What's it from?
All right. You mean to?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh.
His character talking about jerking off in that movie.
I haven't
all the
seen that
time.
one yet.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I did not remember that.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah.
Mankind was born on Earth. It was never meant to die here.
What is the name of that damn movie? It's the one with the parallel dimensions. You know, Serenity? No,
No,
it's not called
Interstellar.
Serenity. Interstellar.
That is correct.
Ah.
Mitch is up.
There's a problem. I know the movie. I can't
First
remember the
Blood.
name.
I know. I had to let you give me enough of a rope to go hang myself with.
Yep. So that one was easy. Okay.
Yeah. Shit, I'm screwed. This
All
is
right,
so
ready.
bad.
This is the next one.
Yeah.
Here's the quote. Yeah, Princess Sophia. You want to talk about shooting a man's horse? Whoop. Come on.
It really is hurting that I'm not hearing the voice.
I can't. My throat is not the best right now.
God damn it.
So yeah, Princess Sophia. You want to talk about shooting a man's horse? Whoop. Come on.
I mean,
Whoop! Come on.
it's
Come
sort of like
on.
doing Christopher Walken stuff if you don't have the cadence. The cadence
know.
is so important. Is he just giving it the laid back? Is there a lot of
All
pauses?
right, so I'll give you a hint. So Princess Sophia is the nickname that someone gave his penis in this movie. It's kind of a famous.
Why you have?
Why are so many
Why are you
penis
so obsessed with this?
I don't
Did
know.
you just search?
This is inadvertent.
What was this? It's part of your. I don't even know.
So this one is the answer is How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Oh, okay.
That's a pretty famous quote from that movie. I remembered it. Okay. Anyway,
I think we're starting to
'cause
realize who's the big McConaughey
Yeah,
fan here.
apparently I am.
Someone Google Matthew McConaughey penis quotes for this game.
So far, I'm 2 for 2. All right.
The FBI is like,
You're right. They're used to worse.
Okay. Are you ready for this
Yeah.
one? Okay.
No.
I want to tell you a story. I'm going to ask you all to close your eyes while I tell you the story. I want you to listen to me. I want you to listen to yourselves. Go ahead. Close your eyes, please. Yeah,
I don't know shit.
I really picked the wrong things for you.
oh my God.
Lisa, do you know you're the McConaughey?
Okay, all right. So
Just because I like him doesn't mean I've
I will
seen
give
all
you a
his
hint.
movies.
This speech happens.
No, sorry. This was on the sideline at the last UT game, right?
No, it could have been. Is that quote is just like woo, like a lot of times with like
Yeah.
some hook horns. Like, no, this quote happened in a courtroom.
When was he? Oh, the Lincoln lawyer?
No, the other one,
Oh, crap.
the better,
was
more
the other
famous,
one?
the better, more famous one.
You had a 50 shot.
Well, then what's the other one, Mitch?
All right, now
It was
it's
a
just
Grisham. It was a Grisham.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
gosh.
Pelican Brief.
no.
No.
Samuel Jackson was in there.
What is the name of that book? I don't
Yes, they
remember.
deserve to die, and I hope they burn in
A
hell.
Few Good Men.
No,
No, oh my God.
you want me on that wall? You want me to give it to you?
No.
Take your time.
Mitch is going to have to cut out this long pause.
Right? I don't know.
Time's up.
What was it?
A Time to Kill. I said the word time a lot of times, hoping it would jog your
Darn.
memory. That's really famous. Wow. I feel like the rest of these are going to be terrible.
It's a problem is I can never remember the titles.
Well, it's yeah.
All right. Here's the quote. Are you ready? It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Well, yeah. That's Dazed and Confused.
That's correct. Mitch,
You didn't get that one, Mitch. That's like one of your favorite movies.
Yeah. I've been waiting for Dazed and Confused. I have that whole movie memorized. That's about it.
All right. Here's the quote. Let me get this straight. You want me to let my client of 15 years, one of my best friends, die in the jungle alone for some money and a G5?
It's not the Lincoln Lawyer, but I wanted to be.
It's not the Lincoln Lawyer.
I heard client. I was like, Lincoln Lawyer.
Do you know two Matthew McConaughey movies? Lincoln Lawyer.
Is this the one that he won the Oscar for?
No.
Oh.
Dallas Buyers Club.
No.
Magic Mike.
No.
No, it's not Magic Mike.
In this scene, he's talking to a bald, hilarious Tom Cruise. In that scene.
A bald... Oh, God.
There's a whole extended scene at the end of the movie where Tom Cruise dances.
Apparently, I need to have a McConaughey marathon.
The movie stars Ben Stiller, Jack Black, and Robert Downey Jr.
Oh.
I could not give you more clues.
No, you're good. Tropic Thunder.
Yes, that is correct.
All right. I have not seen that movie in 8 years, whenever it came out.
Sure.
And I do not remember. I'm pretty positive I was wasted when I saw that movie. So thank you for the hint.
Sure, no problem. All right, here's the next one. Here's the next. I'm trying to find the one that's the easiest for Lisa. And it is not working. Fact is, the law says you cannot touch. But I think I see a lot of lawbreakers up in this house tonight.
Magic Mike.
Damn it.
There we go. All right. Lisa's on the board. It's 3-1 for Mitch. All right.
I thought I had another one. No.
Here's
no. I gave Mitch the first one.
Yeah. I will happily split that one in half.
No,
give me 1.5 to 2.5. All right.
All right. Here's the quote. Hook me up to the morphine drip. Let me fade on out. Nah. Sorry, lady, but I prefer to die with my boots on.
Dallas Buyers Club.
That is correct. All right. Lisa's coming.
3-2.
Uh-oh.
No.
All right.
It's just like Matthew McConaughey. Lisa's having her own reconnaissance.
Yeah, you're having
reconnaissance.
You were very failure to launch. Now you're true detective.
There's one I'm waiting on. If you don't say it, I'm gonna be sad.
I probably won't. Here's the quote.
If it's not about his penis, he doesn't care.
Here's the quote.
Yeah.
Well, Magic Mike, I'm going to count as a penis one.
Sure.
So
I'm really disappointed you're not doing the voice. Please try.
I can't do
the voice on that Magic Mike one. Come on. You owe it to everyone listening now.
I can't do it.
You just got to get the Texas draw.
I don't have
see a lot of lawbreakers out here.
See a lot of lawbreakers around.
See?
I mean, it's not hard. Look. Everyone should. There's 3 impressions everyone should do. You got to have a good Shatner, a good Walken, and a good McConaughey.
Sure.
Everyone should have that in their arsenal. Go ahead.
Okay. Now that I've been talked out to.
Yeah.
Quote. You can't stop what's coming. Death always wins.
Ooh.
In this film, so this film was written, or the film is based on a book written by Stephen King.
Wait, what?
From 2 years ago.
The book's from 2 years ago? Or the
movie's from 2 years ago.
It's a Stephen King book?
Yes.
What was he in 2 years ago?
I don't know. Stephen King writes so much shit. Who knows? It could be one of his
Matthew McConaughey, not in Gerald's Game.
Yeah.
Remove that one.
He won in the secret window or whatever.
That was Johnny Depp.
Yep.
He plays the Man in Black.
Oh,
yeah.
Lisa, you know this, right?
Yeah,
but Idris Elba or whatever.
Yep. But what was it called?
The Tower, Dark Tower.
That is correct.
Good job.
I did not go see it because I heard it sucked dick. So, sorry, everybody.
Much like this game.
Here's the quote.
All right.
Same thing that always happens. Everything is going along nice and smooth. We're having a good time. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, bam, she gets serious. I hate to say it, boys. but it's time to take the girl home. I figure Lisa might know this one.
Varsity Blues. I know it's not.
He's not.
I know.
It's Paul Walker. Jesus.
No, but Paul Walker was basically the.
I don't want your life. See, I can do that one. No problem.
That was
Well,
Vanderbeek.
how can you do a
I don't know.
Vanderbeek, but not? It's
First of all, James Vanderbeek, much better actor than Matthew McConaughey. Everyone knows this. Obviously. What? I'm just kidding.
and on Texas Independence Day.
Hey,
How
Varsity
dare-
Blues
how
is a classic
dare
Texas
you.
movie.
We should have done that one for this episode. All right.
We should have.
I'm trying to think of all the romantic comedies.
Yeah,
he's
it's
been
one of
in.
those. Just guess them.
Say it again.
Valentine's Day.
No.
It's not Failure to Launch.
It is Failure to Launch.
It
I'm
is
giving it to
Failure to
you. All right. 4
You know
3.
who's in Failure to Launch?
Who?
Terry.
Oh, Terry.
Bradshaw. Mhm.
Okay.
Terry Bradshaw.
Oh, is that when he's like butt naked?
Yeah.
Famous La Tech alumnus, Terry Bradshaw.
Terry Bradshaw. All right, I'm going to give you another rom-com. Why did Steve go to the movies with you? Well, first of all, Steve likes movies. Steve had the night off. Steve said, hey, a movie sounds good. Plus, he got an invitation.
Yes. You
What is
did
it?
it.
What is it?
Made him a wedding planner.
Yes.
Yes.
It's like one of the
With
Jennifer,
J.Lo.
one of the J-Lo ones.
Woo!
Selena herself.
That's such a good movie.
It is tied 4-4.
But you can't be. Steve got an invitation. Steve walks the movies.
I know it's. I know people are going to look at us, Lisa, unfairly that we're doing not great
No,
in
I'm
this,
shaking.
but
It makes all the difference.
makes all the difference. You
Yeah.
know, I don't know the words he says. I just know how he says them.
But that is
No,
I know the quote from the wedding planner. It's wow, 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 wow.
Yeah, it
Wah.
is. It is like a peanut special with Matthew McConaughey. It's like the teachers. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah.
All right, one last one.
One last one. All right. What is the last one?
Because I
want to
can't
pick?
even think of another movie now.
You can't think of any more Matthew McConaughey movies? There's so many. All right. The tiebreaker is probably going to be Mitch, but
That's fine.
okay. Are you ready? They are not midgets, Carol. They're dwarves.
Do you know?
Yes, you know this.
Do I really?
Yes, you know this. Okay, I'll give you a hint.
All right.
Okay. So I should have played this game with myself because I would have known all of these.
I know. Next
It's-
time we come up with a game,
it's
Nate,
the
can
movie.
I be the host and
It's the movie where Matthew McConaughey has relatives who are small people.
Well, yeah, I got that from the quote.
Yeah. One of them's Peter Dinklage in there. One of them, David Alan Greer's in this movie. His
Christ. Is this Tiptoes?
Yes.
That's not fair.
Yes, I won the McConaughey game. All
Terrible.
right.
There's more that I could have picked, but I feel like you guys would not have gotten them.
See, Lisa, sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. That's all what life's about. All right.
All right, here, Lisa, I'll give you a chance to tie back. Here's the quote. We are.
What that is? Cool quote. Did you spend a
Marshall?
lot of time on IMDb looking those up?
Huh?
Marshall? He wasn't in that movie, right?
What's the full name
We
of
Are
the
Marshall?
Yes, that's correct.
Oh,
God damn.
Yeah. That's all
You
you
know what?
needed.
I'm going to give Lisa the win for this whole
Yeah,
game.
take
Just
it.
for that.
Just take it.
That you won.
We
on
are. Nice. See, someone's getting it finally. We're going to stop the game as soon as someone finally gets what I'm going for here. It's all good.
Well, if you would like to help us shame Nate on his Matthew McConaughey impression,
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
you could do. God damn it, Nate! You could have done that this whole game, and I'm pissed. If you're as pissed as I am, let us know at Texas Podcast Massacre at gmail.com or on Twitter at TX Pod Massacre, or on Facebook, Instagram, Texas Podcast Massacre. You also rate and review as always. Nate, are you ready to talk about some good old Texas barbecue sauce?
Well, one last thing.
Oh, okay.
So, episode 100 is coming up shortly.
Mm-hmm.
What we wanted to do, we've already gotten some nice interactions on social media.
Yes.
We got some emails. Keep them coming in. We are planning on doing a nice little mailbag for episode 100.
Yes.
If you would like to ask us a question or say something, anything, talk about your favorite movie, anything like that, or disagree with one of the takes that we had, which you could easily do, send us a message. Send us a message on social media, through an iTunes review, an email, and we will read it on the air.
Yeah, we're going to have a whole bunch of special mailbox kind of stuff. We may even try to set up something to collect voicemails. We'll see if we can get that to work. But yeah, definitely.
If you send in a voicemail, it has to be in Matthew McConaughey's voice now. That's obvious.
I will accept any of the three. I will accept a Walken, a Matthew McConaughey, or
Shatner.
Yeah, Shatner. Maybe not Shatner. It'll be like 8 minutes long for like a 2-sentence
I
phrase.
am here to leave a voicemail.
I am here to leave. Get to it like that.
There you go.
Should I read them all? Should I read all the McConaughey quotes in Shatner's voice?
Steve.
Sweet
right.
Zombie Lord.
The
This
movie.
week's movie of the week.
We are. That would have been goddamn
Marshall.
Yeah, missed opportunity.
Yeah, damn it.
All right. Well, with that, we're going to move into this week's movie of the week, Planet Terror.
They're stealing biochemical weapons.
When the laws of science are broken, the last hope for humanity rests in the hands of a few. Doc Block, his prescription, pain.
We gotta lose the arm, Joe.
What do you mean lose arm? My arm?
Dakota, one hot mama who knows the score.
If anyone comes to the door, I want you to shoot them.
What if it's Dad?
Hello, baby.
Especially if it's your dad.
El Rey, cross him and it's lights out. And Cherry Darling.
I made you something.
She tastes like trouble. With an attitude to boot. In Robert Rodriguez, Planet Terror.
Okay, so I want to start off at least with a personal story on the Grindhouse movies in general. So we actually held off doing this because I think, Nate, you and I were trying to figure out if we wanted to do the entire Grindhouse together as one episode.
Yes.
But I think there's too much. Episode would be super long. This episode's probably going to run long as it is. And so
Grindhouse is 191 minutes. We could have matched it.
Fair. But also talking about the fake trailers and all too. No. But I remember, so did you go see it when it like midnight release of
you
it?
know it, obviously.
Yeah. Because I was, so for me, I went to a small college town. It was really tiny, not a whole lot there. And they had just gotten their first movie theater. We used to have to drive 30 minutes.
What?
Yeah. We used to drive 30 minutes to go to another movie theater in another town.
Drive or take a horse and buggy?
No horse and
Gators.
buggies.
This is Louisiana.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Thank you.
it was like a swamp raft. You just like take it across. Oh, an airboat.
Yeah.
There
I
you
take that
go.
back, airboat.
Yeah, we had Nutria taking us across. Big ass rats. So no, we finally got the movie there. So this is the first like theater. So it's this only college students at this midnight movie. Best movie experience ever. I mean, everyone was losing their mind. The opening fake trailer of Machete, it was just incredible.
Machete.
They fucked with the wrong Mexican. I mean,
One of the top 5 greatest lines in movie history.
Can I say something
in my
about
personal
that trailer, though?
sure.
We're watching it, and I know I've seen the Machete trailer before, but I guess I wasn't paying attention. And I suddenly realized in one of the scenes that the building behind Danny Trejo
Yeah, Frost.
is where I had my prom.
What?
I was like, oh, look, it's where the prom was. Oh,
That is awesome.
that's awesome.
Good old Austin, Texas. Yeah, so I say all that to say, watching. So on Amazon, you can watch each movie by themselves, but you can also watch the full unedited Grindhouse as it was done in theaters. I highly, highly recommend doing that.
I highly, highly recommend not doing that.
Lisa doesn't know what she's talking about.
I recommend not doing it also because I recommend buying the special collector's edition Blu-ray, which is what I have. So that's how I watched it.
Oh, God.
Have that on the shelf.
Take your pick how you do it, but watch it because it has all the fake trailers. It'll have all the special features, and I mean it is fun to bring friends, people who love these movies, hate them. It's great. I mean, our theater was mixed of all sorts of an audience for it, and it was such a great time, and probably why I am a little I'm definitely biased in terms of my review of this. This will not be one of my more objective ones, at least. Lisa, as the unsuspecting victim, how would you describe the plot of this movie? I cannot wait.
You really want me to do this?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Trying to think.
Because it's so good. It's like, oh, which part to pick?
There's just so much to unpack. It's such a nuanced and just action-packed plot.
Zombies, barbecue, boobs. Done.
Texas. Yeah, that's pretty much
that's it.
That's accurate. Bruce Willis would be your third B.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so we picked this movie. This movie was filmed in Texas by Robert Rodriguez, who is from Texas, lives in Austin still, I believe.
Yeah. So he's born in San Antonio.
Yeah, born in San Antonio. Yeah, right.
Lives in Austin.
Yep.
Somehow this is the first movie we've done of his. Shocking.
Well, most of his movies are like Spy Kids.
No. The Faculty.
Oh, I know. I forgot.
From Dusk Till Dawn. Oh, there's all kinds of Machete. And Machete Kills.
Yeah.
I don't know how horror they are exactly.
Yeah. From Dusk Till Dawn and definitely The Faculty. The Faculty needs to be on our list here soon. But,
well, yeah. So during The Faculty, he came up with 30 pages that ended up becoming this movie.
Yep.
There you go.
Because he correctly thought that it was going to be zombie.
Exactly.
Zombie films were making.
Segue. This film we're doing is Planet Terror. This came out in April 2007, so it hit Mitch and I right when we were in college, so we could go see it. It was part of the Grindhouse double feature with Death Proof. Death Proof, not as much of a horror movie, so.
Yeah, no.
So I figured if we're going to pick one out of these, this is the one to do it.
Right.
The whole runtime was 191 minutes for the Grindhouse full selection. This movie, the theatrical version was about an hour and a half of that. And the extended version is the version that's in all the Blu-rays and stuff is 105 minutes.
Okay. Yep.
The budget for both of these was between 53 and 67 million, which is insanely high for everything. All the trailers, which cost a bunch of money because they're like Rob Zombie talked about in Werewolf Women of the SS that he filmed enough for like 40 some minutes.
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks, Rob.
Eli Roth filmed Thanksgiving in the Czech Republic. There was a lot of craziness.
Yeah.
In the box office, it only made 25.4 million, of which we were both part. IMDb, Planet Terror is a 7.1. Lisa, would you have expected it to be that high? 7.1 for this movie.
Am I giving my rating right now?
No, I'm just saying, but usually horror movies don't do that. And on Rotten Tomatoes, 74%. It is well regarded.
Yeah.
The taglines for this movie are fully loaded. Humanity's last hope rests on a high-powered machine gun. No. And the last one, you might feel a little prick. That's real good.
Yeah.
So Robert Rodriguez, like I mentioned, is born in San Antonio, lives in Austin now, and usually tries to film most of his movies in Texas.
Yep.
I do not believe he filmed Alita Battle Angel in Texas, which is out in theaters now. But he usually tries to. In 1992, his debut movie, El Mariachi, was made for $7,000 that he got after basically donating his body to science to have experiments done on him. He got that sweet body experiment money, made a movie, which made him into like a sought after director instantly.
How we got the money for our studio.
Exactly. Exactly. He studied at UT, so we got another UT person. So, I mean, Lisa, you might have hated the movie, but 2 UT people referenced.
Yeah.
So you can't complain about that part. And you can't complain about that part. He is a gourmet cook, and he often cooks for the cast and crew of his movies. And in every film that he does a cooking school for a food topic related to the movie he did.
Yep. Yeah,
so
he
what
did.
was this? Barbecue?
He gave his Texas barbecue recipe.
Interesting.
Which looks freaking amazing.
Yeah.
And I need to do.
Well, if you watch the credits in this movie, you'll actually see it says there's a credit line for Mr. Rodriguez's personal chef, and it's Robert Rodriguez.
Nice.
So oftentimes he does his own like music, which he did in this movie, and he's his own cinematographer, usually also for his movies. So he's all over the place.
Yeah.
So El Mariachi did super well, and then it was kind of remade into the major motion picture, which launched Antonio Banderas and Selma Hayek, Desperado. He did the segment Misbehaviors, the best segment in the comedy Four Rooms. He directed From Dusk Till Dawn. He had met Tarantino on Desperado as an actor. Then he directed From Dusk Till Dawn, which Tarantino starred in and helped write. And that launched George Clooney's career. So he's launching careers all over the place with his early films.
Yep.
And then obviously he would go on and become huge friends with Tarantino. And they co-directed both of their movies in this Grindhouse thing. He did The Faculty, which Unsuspecting Victim Derek will love because it has Josh Hartnett in it. Spy Kids 1 through 3, and that's where the character of Machete came from. Danny Trejo's Uncle Machete. Then he did Once Upon a Time in Mexico, which is kind of garbage.
Oh, screw you, Nate.
Then he did Sin City, which is probably one of the better movies.
Yeah.
I don't know about ever, but it's a fantastic movie. Then he did Machete. Little known fact about Machete. I took my wife to go see it.
That is a little known fact.
Little known fact. We had actually just got married, and we saw Machete, and
she said, "Where's the annulment office?"
Well, no,
weird honeymoon plan.
So she had watched Planet Terror with me, and actually in college, my desktop background was her standing up on the machine gun leg, and she hated that.
Nate, if you look in the corner of our room right now,
I know, I know.
We have our Planet Terror poster for the studio.
I have a Death Proof poster in my house.
Excellent.
And then, so then she was like, "Oh God, I hated that." And I'm like, "Well, here's Machete, and we'll go. It's supposed to be really good." And she's like, "Fine." We go see Machete. Within the first like 2 minutes or 3 minutes, a naked girl was hiding a cell phone inside her, and then takes it out to call reinforcements against Machete, and my wife walked out.
Yes.
So, and that was one of the empowering unsuspecting victim moments.
Good
that
for
I've ever
her.
seen. One of the more ones.
I would have walked out too.
Then there was Spy Kids 4D. That's right. It went 3D with the actual 3D effect, which was really cool in theaters.
If he said if Saw can do it, Spy Kids can do it.
Exactly. Then Machete Kills. He did he co-directed with Frank Miller, the author of Sin City comics, Sin City 2, A Dame to Kill For. And then he has Alita Battle Angel in theaters now. He directed a few episodes of the From Dusk Till Dawn TV show.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a horror movie called Red 11 coming out, hopefully this year, next year. And in TBD time frame, Machete Kills in Space is on the docket. Probably
as all great franchises do.
Exactly. So the fake trailers as part of this Grindhouse experience are Werewolf Woman of the SS. You got Don't.
Yep.
You got Thanksgiving. You got Machete.
So are we still going to classify Machete as a fake trailer?
Yes.
Even though it became a real movie?
Yes.
Okay.
And because there's another fake trailer that also became a movie, Hobo with a Shotgun.
Hobo with a Shotgun wasn't part of this.
Yes. So it won a contest to be included, but it was only included in like a few theaters, and a lot of them were in Canada. But the trailer Hobo with a Shotgun was part of the fake trailers in a lot of places.
So where you and I met, or well, early when we were kind of first hanging out, you, me, previous unsuspecting victim Derek, Josh Hartnett, fanboy number one, would go to a local movie theater here in Houston that would play these shitty movies. So yeah, we saw Hobo with a Shotgun.
Midnight showing.
Yeah. We also, you missed out on, they had when we went to go see Evil Dead, they had a trailer for Gone with the Pope that you unfortunately missed out on.
I ended up seeing it.
You did watch it, but yeah,
Yes.
Derek and I and Lisa went to Gone with the Pope, and it was terrible. But it was
So when I
great.
saw Gone with the Pope, I actually watched it as a double feature with the first movie in that cinematic universe back to back.
Yeah. Suffice it to say, we've seen a lot of shitty movies at midnight.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. So this movie, I mean, you know, unlike most Grindhouse films, which is obviously taking on the style of, this has a lot of big name actors. Incredibly, like, you know, Bruce Willis shows up in it, doing, you know, with a nod to the old Grindhouse way of bringing in a big name, you know, movie star, and then he's never filmed any scenes with the actual people in the movie, which I thought was great. And then I'm blanking on his name. The doctor.
Oh, Josh Brolin.
Yeah. Who, incredible that he couldn't get an audition
for No Country for Old Men. Another classic Texas movie.
Had to basically get Rodriguez and Tarantino to basically make him an audition tape so he could get that role.
Yeah, for the Coen brothers.
So launning someone else.
Dude,
again,
Robert Rodriguez launches everybody.
Yeah. Robert Rodriguez, we are ready to be in one of your movies.
In Alita, the Mahershala Ali guy is in there. Hopefully his career will start taking off.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, for Bruce Willis, they only had him for 2 days. Mm-hmm. So they shot him totally separate. The one last thing I want to talk about in this film is that the body count. All right, Lisa, if you had to guess the body count in this movie,
it's high.
What would you pick though?
Where would you set the line?
500.
Okay, 500. Mitch, what do you think it is?
It is probably.
Did you look it up?
I don't. I probably have saw it somewhere, so I will recuse myself, I guess.
Okay.
Because I do know how many. I do know how many specifically. Cherry and El Rey take out.
Okay.
So I'll recuse myself.
It was 281.
Oh my gosh!
Such a huge body count. Oh,
how many was the helicopter?
Like a million. So out of the fake trailers, Mitch, I wanted to get your opinion, and you, Lisa, because you've seen them all too, correct?
Yes.
I made her watch them. I gave Lisa the full Grindhouse experience.
So, Lisa, out of these, which one is your most favorite?
None of them.
Or your least hated?
My least hated.
How about that?
Okay. There's Machete. There's the Werewolf Women
of the SS.
There's
Thanksgiving.
Don't,
Yeah,
right?
Don't.
Thanksgiving. Was that everything?
And there's Hobo the Shotgun, but if you didn't see that one, that's fine.
But you saw.
I saw the actual freaking movie.
Yeah, she didn't see the trailer.
So the guy who plays Hobo the Shotgun in the trailer isn't Hobo the Shotgun. It's Rutger Hauer, but he's actually in that movie also, which is
so
hilarious.
I take it back. The one I actually do like one of them, and it's Don't. I like that one.
So what about Don't? Do you like? Like what set that one apart?
Awful.
Okay.
It's
got some pretty and of them. It's got some of the more disturbing imagery, in my opinion.
I don't always look at the screen.
You got Nick Frost
just like the
in
message.
a basement dressed up like a baby.
Don't go in that room. Don't ever join a podcast. See?
Don't watch this movie.
Yeah. If you
don't get a machine gun leg. Do watch all Matthew McConaughey movies.
I'm gonna have a marathon.
I will be part of that.
Yeah,
we should do an episode on Matthew. Like this, it's like a Matthew McConaughey. Like a
all right.
You know, the Oscars just happened, and they have like a retrospective, like, and then they give like a lifetime achievement Oscar. Like, we could just do a lifetime achievement podcast just for Matthew McConaughey.
I feel like we can't do that before we do Nick Cage, who is also in a fake trailer.
Yes.
Yeah. What the heck?
Nick Cage showing up as Fu Manchu, which is again another nod to that Grindhouse style of, you know.
Christopher Lee was the original Fu Manchu in the 60s, the 60s film. Not the original, but in the 60s, in the Grindhouse ones, he was there. Also played Dracula. So there you go.
Yeah. So. Yeah, Don't's great. Don't's done by Edgar Wright of Shaun of the Dead fame.
Yeah. And actually,
also a great movie.
The voiceover for that movie, or for that fake trailer, I wish it was a movie, is Will Arnett.
It is not.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, I have to go back and listen again.
If you are thinking of seeing this movie, don't. Yeah.
Oh,
it's
nice.
great.
Yeah. See? Oh, you like it even more now. Okay.
Yeah, I like that one.
So Don't certainly... What I love about Don't, it is a little more disturbing and creepy, But yeah, it's definitely more tongue in cheek, more really hitting on the humor parts. You know, Machete, I think what caught that one so what got that one so on fire. It was the first one that showed up, and everyone was kind of like, because I don't think the majority of people that went to go see Grindhouse really knew what they were getting into. I think they saw Quentin Tarantino's name on it, and they were like, I don't think they really I don't think a lot of people that did see it were like big Grindhouse.
Well, no, it was
fans.
just off Sin City for Robert Rodriguez and Kill Bill for Tarantino, right? So like they were hot, super hot.
Yeah. So seeing Machete was like, oh my God. I mean, I think that's what blew it out the water. Because it was just all the over the top great stuff. I think my least favorite is probably Thanksgiving.
Oh, interesting.
And I think it's tough because I also don't really like Werewolf Women of the SS.
Oh, really? Okay.
If Nick Cage doesn't show up in that trailer, we're not talking about it. You know what I mean?
And it's great because Rob Zombie had to put Sherry Moon Zombie again in the show.
Even in a trailer, he can't help himself.
Not do it.
And look, I'm of us three. I'm certainly the biggest Rob Zombie apologist. I guess. But man,
that's my least favorite.
Okay.
Now Nick Cage's Fu Manchu, pretty great. The scene at the beginning of the trailer where they're like in the area, it was like the same place they filmed Devil's Rejects.
Oh, really?
Does that bump it up for you?
No.
No.
It's so the problem. So here's my thing. You know, with Edgar Wright, it's different than Edgar Wright. I mean, it's his flavor of it. It's, but it's different. It's still in the style. Same thing with Machete. Same thing, even really with Thanksgiving. Although Thanksgiving is totally Eli Roth. I mean, you don't need to know Eli Roth's filmography to know that's an Eli Roth film.
Yeah. Plus he decapitates himself in it, which is pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I switched my answer. Maybe Rob Zombie's is the worst one. Because it's just Rob Zombie's weird shit. He does the same.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah. I mean, it's funny. Batshit crazy.
It's none of the. It is Rob Zombie's music stuff more than it is his actual film. Because his films that he makes are not that way. They're not really kind of over weird, absurd. This is the same shit you would see if you went to his concert. And maybe that's why I was kind of like, okay.
Now, Lisa, which one of these is creepier about the fake trailers? In Werewolf Women of the SS, Rob Zombie used World War II reenactment group to be some of the Nazis, and they brought their own outfits. Or
shoot,
the scene in Thanksgiving, there was like a Czech. It was filmed in the Czech Republic. There was a Czech girl bouncing up and down, like topless and without underwear, and he said the quote, "We have a naked girl on a trampoline. You think I'm going to do one take?" Which one of those is creepier? It's just such a terrible question.
This close.
This close to what?
This close to just walking right out of here.
Man.
So my favorite is the Machete trailer for sure.
Sure.
That's my favorite.
You wouldn't be faulted for saying that.
Yeah. They just fucked with the wrong Mexican is one of the best lines of anything like that's ever existed.
If you're gonna hire Machete to take out the bad guy,
to kill the bad guy,
you better make damn sure you're not the bad guy.
That was a great
quote. The whole movie, he gets the women. Fucking Cheech is over here like throwing down great
cocking
shit.
2 shotguns at once.
God has mercy. I do not.
I don't. Yeah, it's
so great. I mean, there's a reason why they got greenlit to make a movie and put money, and the studio put money behind it.
And another movie. I don't know if they should have made the second one, but
no, the first movie just.
So is this what we need to do? Because we have a lot of brilliant ideas in this podcast. Should we just start making trailers?
Maybe
just make trailers. Hobo with a Shotgun did it too. They made a fake trailer for Hobo with a Shotgun, and it got made somehow.
Yeah,
that was worse than Machete by far.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think Machete's probably the best of those trailers.
Our movie is literally called Unsuspecting Victim, and it's God. Like Don't with Lisa getting terrorized in a million different ways.
No,
it was your idea. You can't back out.
Technically, it would be the voiceover of Don't But Thanksgiving because it's just that woman running around every time she's like,
everyone dies that she's trying to hook up with. Yeah, exactly.
I did like them. There was one scene on Thanksgiving that I do have a Thanksgiving poster as well, because I thought the white meat, dark meat, all will be carved was probably the funniest line of all of them. Man, maybe I did like the Thanksgiving trailer. Shit, I'm talking to myself.
I'm starting to realize I need to clean up my house.
My favorite, right? Yeah. My favorite
Marie
though.
Kondo.
My favorite though.
Always Thanksgiving.
And they got the
Thank
cops
you, goodbye.
there. They got the cops there by like the decapitated body in the middle of the parade, and they're like looking and they're going, "It's blood." Damn it! Like
that's so good.
Yeah. All right, so rank them, Nate. How would you rank the four? And
So
then
I
we'll
watched
move
the
on to
behind the
movie.
scenes, like the making of for Eli Roth with Thanksgiving, and like they were like pushing the kids to like run away, and they were all screaming, and then like they kept screaming after like the cut. Like it was real good. My number 1, Machete. Number 2, Don't. Number 3, Thanksgiving. Number 4, Hobo with a Shotgun. Number 5, Werewolf Women in the SS.
Okay, Lisa, how would you rank all four of them?
So
I'm not ranking this crap.
So Don't's number
Which
one.
one did you hate the most?
Don't's number 1 and
Which
the
one did you
rest
hate
are
the most?
awful.
Machete's awful?
No, Machete's good.
As our resident Latina, it should be.
Yeah.
You were about to say resident Mexican. You were close.
I'm not gonna fuck with the wrong Mexican today.
Save.
Probably Don't, then Machete. Then what are the other 2 crap fests?
Thanksgiving
and Werewolf
Oh
Women in the
God,
SS.
I hate both of those so much.
All right, they can be tied for last. That's fine.
I think those
We'll
are
accept
those
that.
are toward the bottom. I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah, I actually. Yeah, I think. I'll tell you, when I first saw the movie, it was probably Machete, Thanksgiving, Don't, and Werewolf Women of the SS.
So Don't is appreciating over time.
Yes, because I think Don't I appreciated more. Yeah.
Yeah. All
So it is.
Maybe we should talk about the movie.
Right. It has been a while, and we are just now getting it. So listen, this movie's incredible. So we start. I mean, this is no real different than a lot of like the not Night of the Living Dead, but the the other Living Dead franchise.
The other way, what? Dawn
Hey,
of the Dead?
no, not Dawn. Because there's the Romero series, but then there's the other zombie.
Oh,
series.
Return of the Living
Yeah,
Dead.
Return of the Living
Yeah,
Dead.
okay.
This is a lot more in that vein,
Yes.
in terms of zombie films.
Well, it's a lesser. It's like, okay, we know we're not as good. Let's ramp it up on the gore. Let's ramp it up on the ridiculous.
So Lisa, the amount of gore and just over the top. I mean, was this just too much? Because I know, I can already tell this was not a favorite movie. We're not getting a high score from Lisa on this one. Let's be
Talk
real.
about a failure to launch.
Yeah, but I mean that's. Oh my gosh, that's the whole point of this genre, right?
But so I guess the
So
question:
were you actually grossed out because it was so much and it was so kind of comedic in a way? Was it actually grossing you out or?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch a lot of it because a lot of it's very.
You didn't watch Quentin Tarantino's junk melt off?
No.
What about
that's pretty brutal.
the guy from Lost trying to take everyone's balls and all of his lines having the word balls in it?
In his accent, in his British
I'm
accent.
here to take your balls.
That's good.
I thought that was great.
You know what? I feel like it was a missed opportunity. Matthew McConaughey should have been in this movie.
I'm here to take your balls. All right. No, I mean,
I don't know about that character.
He would be that character. You're right. That's fair. I don't know who he would have been though.
He could have.
El Rey.
He would have been the barbecue.
He should have been El Rey.
He should have been El Rey.
I didn't know you were that El Rey. All right.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
So the basic premise is the testicle scientist, I'm just going to call him testicle scientist, shoots a gun into a canister that releases nerve toxin that Bruce Willis and his soldiers need to not skin bubble pus mutate into. They're not zombies. They call them sickos. Robert Rodriguez called them sickos. Like, although they ate people alive. So basically zombies.
Yeah.
And so this gets into the air with no rhyme or reason. Just mutating people, not mutating some people. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Now, cameo-wise, Lisa, any cameos that stuck out to you in this movie? A lot of people in this film.
Yeah.
anyone.
Like who?
Well, you were pretty surprised that Bruce Willis was in it.
Bruce
I
Willis.
was surprised. That
You got
Bruce
the
Willis
Lost
was in it.
guy. You got Josh Brolin, who's now like one of the biggest movie stars in the world. You got Fergie in there.
Yeah, that was surprising too.
Fergie was great. Even when I saw it, I was like, "Oh shit, Fergie's in this."
Fergie was pretty damn awesome.
Is Will.i.am's in the trunk? I mean, what's happening?
No, the other one. I don't know his name, but it's the other one.
Oh god. I mean, Fergie was actually pretty good.
Fergie was great.
She didn't do much outside of everything. The best part of like Fergie and really most of the women in this is that they're all walking down this highway and they keep almost getting run over. And Lisa at one point goes, "What the fuck is with these women in this road? Get out of the road."
It's Texas. There's no sidewalks.
Nothing good happens on this road. That's fair.
Now there was also Tom Savini, the famed horror prop makeup person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who gets killed kind of in the same way that he got torn apart, just like the way he would make.
Oh yeah, because he invented that being destroyed and Return of the Living Dead. So he would of course save the best, coolest, like goriest death for himself.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I love that it's all practical effects. I mean, it is done and over the top.
There is some CGI. Obviously,
there's some, sure. No, Nate, you mean they didn't put a real machine gun on her leg at one point?
They should have.
I know, right?
Michael Biehn from Terminator. He was the cop.
Oh, okay.
Right, you got him. It's a nice little 80s action-y cop. Like, I'm a cop. Like, yep, got it. Done.
So Lisa, who is some of your favorite characters in this? Or were there any? Did you have favorite characters in this?
I mean, the main characters are Cherry Darling.
Mm-hmm.
You got El Rey. You got Josh Brolin.
I don't think I was rooting for anybody.
You were just waiting for them all to die.
I take it back. I was rooting for the barbecue chef.
JT.
Yeah.
He was great.
Yeah, JT for any Texan. And I mean, you're Texan, so that makes sense. I mean, every true-blooded
His
Texan
name's JT. Done. What is he doing? That doesn't matter. JT.
Doesn't matter. Just give him barbecue.
And the J stands for Jumbo. Obviously, can we just assume that?
Now, I'll tell you this. When I first saw the movie, I wouldn't say concerned, but I didn't know how to feel about Rose McGowan being in it. Right? Like I was like, because I remember Jawbreaker. And I thought she did a very good job in this movie in terms of the character she was
she's
playing.
fantastic. Yeah.
I love her stand-up comedy jokes. And they're like, shit, that's funny. Like, you should be a stand-up comedian. The best is I don't have one leg. I can't be a stand-up comedian. It's like, what are you talking about? The best jokes are about cripples. It's like that. Like what?
Hashtag Grindhouse.
Yeah. It's so great. You started the episode with one of my favorite quotes from this movie.
Yeah.
She could suck the bend out of the river.
Out of a river. Yeah. That's impressive.
Incredible.
That's from the guy from Boston Public.
Yeah.
A lot of cameos in this. One of my favorite casting things is that Robert Rodriguez. So I know Lisa loved this. The kid dies in this movie. There's one.
This is a Nate special.
There's one kid and he dies. So Robert Rodriguez cast his own kid.
Yeah.
Because he didn't want another kid dying.
We read about that.
And then, so in that, I'm just going to skip ahead. Who cares about the plot of this? I'll skip ahead because the mom gives her a gun because her hands are numbed to defend himself, right?
Yeah.
He accidentally shoots himself in the head in some way. But they did that part with like a dummy and not the kid. He filmed an alternate ending where the kid survives, and so the kid never knew that he died.
Man, that kid went off to college and was like, wait, what?
Yeah. He was like, hey, it's my 13th birthday party. What?
Yeah.
I died 5 years ago? That's
my God.
terrible.
So what was some? Yeah, I agree. Getting into plot, there's not much of a plot. Again, Grindhouse is not about having a significant plot.
Survive zombies.
Yeah,
that's it.
Random military thing.
Random military.
This
bad marriage.
This movie, I'll tell you, made me reminisce how great the sci-fi Blood Drive show was. I don't care. I'm going to be a truther for that show forever. Bring it back, sci-fi. Do the right thing. Damn it. What was some of y'all's favorite scenes in this movie? Is there?
I did not think that. I didn't think that at all.
I loved Blood Jar.
I think I can get Lisa to agree. She did not think that either.
Lisa didn't watch Blood Jar.
No. I watched like 5 minutes of it here and there.
So Lisa, was there a scene that you enjoyed? Was, as unsuspecting victim, was there something that maybe you could hang your hat on and say,
any positives?
We're literally grasping for straws for you. Nate's dying over in the corner.
I don't even know.
A funny joke.
Well,
maybe.
I like when he, like, all that shit happens and then he's like, oh, I found my barbecue sauce. And he's like, yeah, every Texan's barbecue sauce has a little blood in it.
Yeah.
And then as they're leaving, he's like, someone grabbed the coleslaw. You can't have barbecue without coleslaw. Anything with the barbecue guy, I enjoyed. That was about it.
Yeah. So when he looked like he was dead, his intestines were out, but it was really like sausage links.
Yeah.
Like that was a good gag too. Okay.
You got concerned. You were like, oh no, he's dead. And then he was alive.
Yeah.
So,
don't worry. His faithful dog gets murdered.
Yeah.
In this
Again,
movie.
this movie's a
What
Nate
the
special
heck?
on does the kid and dog
So I
die?
watched this obviously in the theater and I watched it normally. Then I watched it with the audience track on. It's like how the audience reacted in the theater when they first showed it.
Yeah.
And I watched it with the director commentary.
Oh my gosh.
I would need to come over and watch the audience track with you because that'd take me back.
So Robert Rodriguez is like when they do the scene where they're like he has the pocket rocket, which is so great. Yeah. And then the dog falls out and gets run over. He's like, I just had like to have the dog get run over just so they would know anything's possible.
Yeah.
That's what made anything possible.
The kid dies, the dog dies, anything could happen.
Yeah. I'll tell you, one of my favorite scenes in the movie, and I don't know, I know exactly why. They were doing the love scene with El Rey, and they didn't know it was El Rey. What was he called earlier in the movie? Do you remember?
Ray.
It wasn't even called Ray. The truck said Ray's truck, but they were calling him something else. They weren't calling him Ray, I didn't think. Anyway,
Yeah, it was Ray. Yeah.
Okay. In any case, but him and Sherry getting busy or whatever, and then the film's warping, right? And then all of a sudden it just ends. It's like projector error, and then when it comes back,
missing reel,
and it comes back and everything's on fire.
Yeah, they've skipped ahead like 15 minutes in the movie.
Yeah, probably.
And explain his entire backstory,
yeah.
and you never hear it.
Oh yeah, but then, I didn't know you were that El Rey. If I'd known that, I would have been. And my good friend Ben, he literally in the theater yells, "Who the fuck is El Rey?" like we had been drinking at this point, and he was just like, he was like, "What the fuck is happening?" It was so great. I love that it's all like, okay, we're gonna get the It was such a cool, like, funny, like, way to mess with, you thought you were going to get some, like, over the top, boob stuff and all that. Because usually you get that kind of crap in Grindhouse. I mean, hell, the machete trailer had that, right? I don't know. It made me really laugh. I thought it was super funny and clever. And that scene kind of stuck with me with the everything on fire.
What do you think about the missing reel, Lisa? Is that kind of funny?
Didn't tickle me as much as Mitch.
Well,
So the best plot point for you is the barbecue sibling rivalry.
Yeah.
Barbecue is the best. But the problem is it just made me hungry. Literally, we watched the movie and the next day.
So this is why you didn't like it. It made you hungry.
Yes.
And then
literally
you were
the next
upset.
day, Mitch is like, hey, what you want to do for dinner? And I was like, barbecue.
Yeah. Nate, what about you? What's your favorite scene in this movie?
Oh, man.
And I know there's a lot of them, but, do you have a scene that you really like? Okay, let me ask you this way. What is the one scene in this movie that when you saw it, you're like, this movie's fucking incredible?
I'm not going to lie. It's the pocket rocket. it's the pocket rocket
It's
scene.
a great scene.
I don't know how he didn't fall off of that thing.
He has a pocket rocket. He's like 100 times too big for it, even though he's like 5'5". And then he shoots him in the kneecaps so they slow down so another truck can run over it.
Yep.
Then the dog gets exploded for no reason.
Makes sense.
And then, I mean, it was just so hilarious.
Yeah.
And they didn't have enough money for like a lot of people. So then they get stopped on this bridge and it's like maybe like 30 people. And they're like, it's too big. Like you just ran over 100 people.
We don't have enough ammo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so, I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah. No,
I think a lot of guys who were our age when they saw the movie would just say the opening scene where she's go-go dancing. Yeah. At the time, I think a lot of people were like, that's pretty good.
I don't even know. No? I don't know.
Like she wasn't stripping. She was just go-go dancing. So you're like, I don't care.
Well, it's called go-go, not cry.
That's true.
I mean, the helicopter scene is pretty legit. Obviously the machine gun leg's pretty cool.
Machine gun leg's pretty great also.
There's a lot of just great, like there's so many just great stuff and clever use of, because it's a movie that it's very self-aware, right? So it's a Grindhouse film that knows what it's trying to do. It's obviously trying to be over the top, but it's never to me so, and maybe that's where Lisa probably disagrees. It's never so over the top that it's like cringeworthy, like.
Yeah, I mean, they work in some comedy.
Yeah.
They are constantly like changing areas and sets and destroying all of them. Everything ends up on fire. So
Yeah.
they can burn down literally in real life all the sets. It's just hilarious. It's just so good.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think, Lisa?
About the movie?
Well, no, just about like, did it get over the top? Like in the hospital is when it kind of got grosser.
Yeah,
right?
but I mean, this isn't my style.
Like when he popped the pus onto Josh Brolin's face.
That was bad.
Yeah. And when his tongue, and there was the picture of that. And again, I'm mentioning penises, but that penis on the computer screen, those are real medical pictures. And the guy who was the doctor with Josh Brolin was Robert Rodriguez's doctor. And the go-go dancing club owner was his real estate agent.
That's hilarious.
It's just like everything is just so good. It's like the casting, like everything came together.
If you're friends with Robert Rodriguez, your life is blessed. Let's just be
your
real.
friend Robert Rodriguez. Like,
Hashtag blessed.
you will get decapitated, and it will be awesome. Yeah. And he'll make you barbecue. I mean, you literally can't go wrong with this guy.
This is one of those movies that I feel like I could talk about every single scene, and not a lot of them is things happening, but they're just there's something about every scene. Every character gets a moment. There's no one that I feel is wasted.
Yeah,
like every character is somewhat developed, even in this kind of nonsensical sort of way.
Yeah, everyone's got like one scene that defines their character.
Yeah,
the babysitters, they go crazy and try to destroy her car, and the one girl literally falls off on her face. The one weird guy in the hospital, Doc, you got to see this. Like everyone has like a little,
even the other doctor that's sitting there like with all the different like random pictures from Iraq.
Exactly,
it's like
he's a real doctor, and he said it perfectly. He's like, I'm gonna put you in the movie because no one else will be able to say these medical lines as well as you, because we don't have enough budget to get somebody good. Oh man,
yeah,
it was crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. So Lisa, if your leg was cut off or eaten off by zombie things, how well do you think you would do with a peg leg?
I think I'd do as good as she did.
You think you do pretty well?
She did pretty good. Yeah.
I think I do pretty well too.
She's able to hobble around pretty good.
It'd be sucky, but like if you're running for your life, I mean, that makes it easier. Like, get up and go. Oh, get up and go.
Like they couldn't. You would think they'd just strap her to like a wheelchair and let her just like sharpen that peg and just start like impaling people with it or something.
It's not clean though, because then they're stuck on you and then you can't move.
That's fair.
It's much better to, without a trigger, somehow shoot 1,000,000 bullets out of a gun on your leg.
Lisa, we're watching the movie. Lisa's like, how has she hit the trigger? And I said, you're asking the wrong question. To which she rightly asked, what are the right questions? I don't know. Just watch the movie.
Now, I guess one of the last things I want to talk about is Quentin Tarantino. Ooh. In this movie, he is one of the creepiest dudes ever.
Yeah. He took on the role of being the full-on heel, right? He is the guy you're ready to watch get murdered.
Well, this was a Weinstein Company film.
Yeah,
and
that
he basically just channeled Harvey Weinstein. He was basically Harvey Weinstein in a military outfit in this movie.
Yeah, I know. That was, in fact, that's the most of all the gross gore stuff. I think the thing I cringed the most at was like brought to you by your good friends at the Weinstein Company.
Yeah, like, I know. Now it's like, or he blackballed Rose McGowan. He didn't even want her in that film. And then Robert Rodriguez interview said like, yeah, they pulled all the promotional stuff because he wanted to blacklist Rose McGowan because he had sexually assaulted her. Like, holy shit. I mean, you didn't know at the time, obviously you had no idea.
Yeah.
The movie could have done much better potentially, but
yeah, I think
man, that's crazy after the fact, you know.
I don't think, it's funny. People, I remember when it came out, people were saying, I don't want to see this because it's like 3 hours. I don't want to be in the theater for 3 hours.
That's true, yeah.
But this is around the same time the fucking Lord of the Rings movies are out.
Well, now all the Marvel movies are like 17 hours. It's like, come on.
Well, exactly. I mean, every movie is practically that long. So,
all the Star Wars now, all that. Yeah, they're all like 240 or 235 or something. Yeah. Ahead of his time.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that's at least all we want to say about the plot. I mean, Lisa, I know it was bad.
It was
real bad. It was real bad.
It was real bad for you.
But listen, it could have been worse.
Could be worse.
Not that bad.
For me, it's all about perspective. It's what you make of it.
Lisa, how could this be any worse?
Digging deep here.
You know how it could have been worse? If you had made me sit through the entire Grindhouse.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you only watched one of the two.
So at least I only
movies.
had to watch
She watched the fake trailers. She didn't watch Death Proof yet.
I feel like that's going to be a hard sell.
Yeah, Death Proof's a hard one to watch.
What is the chance you're going to watch Death Proof, the second movie in the Grindhouse collection here?
Well, considering you two chuckleheads will probably make me watch it.
I feel like I'm going to go on record and say you do not have to watch Death Proof ever for the podcast.
Yes.
No, you just have to watch it for,
No, never.
It's a good movie.
Is it?
It is not really a horror movie, but it is definitely a Quentin Tarantino talkie. Maybe that's how this could have been worse. This movie could have had a lot more dialogue and had more of the Quentin Tarantino
exposition.
Yeah. Which is fine in certain situations, but that's why his movies always run like 8 hours, because there's always just a lot.
You talk about like Superman and like as a comics and like the morality of America, and then like 10 minutes later, like you kill one zombie and then you do it all over. And then you do it all over again.
Right. So Lisa, for you, this could have been worse had you seen the whole Grindhouse.
Yeah. Much worse.
Nate, how about you?
It could have been worse. I mean, what's worse than losing your leg? Losing both legs. Imagine one peg and one machine gun. Totally ridiculous. But one real leg and one machine gun, totally fine.
Yeah.
I thought, like, what's this? So she wore a cast on her leg. Mm-hmm. That was then they CGI'd that obviously to be the wooden peg and then the machine gun. But she had to wear this cast, like get the movement. I can't even imagine moving with two of those.
Yeah.
So there you go. You need like the Oscar Pistorius guy or whatever with like the.
Oh my God, Pistorius.
You need like those like those blades. Maybe then it would work, but with just the two pegs, that's
then it's Alita Battle Angel.
Oh God.
If your wheel, I'm gonna save it for Wheel of Genres, but I think you know where I'm going with this.
I think I know you're going with that also.
Yeah, I mean, the only other way I think this could be worse for anyone is, man, I don't know. Maybe this didn't take place in Texas. Like, what if it took place in some I don't know. If this took place in like a gun-free country, what are they putting on her leg?
Oh, like an axe. Ooh.
But what's she gonna do? I mean, she had a fucking grenade launcher.
Oh, a machete! God damn it! Shut it down. That is. She could sharpen it as she's walking. Oh my! This is. Wow, I think we just did machete kills in space. Like he meets his match. She has machete legs. Dang, that's a good henchman.
There you go. Machete versus machete leg.
It's like the Mandy with the chainsaw fight.
Oh yeah,
with machetes.
Ooh yeah.
Damn. All right.
Yeah, I guess.
We need to make this trailer, Lisa. You're right. We need to make these trailers.
Yep. So listen, Nate. I mean, let's talk. What other genre could we have done this movie as?
Okay, so let me spin. They spin the wheel of genres here. So imagine, if you will, that we do Planet Terror as a martial arts movie.
So basically, we're talking Kill Bill, but Grindhouse.
Well, no, I was thinking a little differently. I was thinking it's more like the Grindhouse films were like in the 70s, right?
Sure.
Well, I was thinking more of a 70s martial art. You got bad dubbing. You got like wires that you can see when they do jumps. That kind of a thing. El Rey is already kind of built in as like the god hero dude.
Well, what's the Steve Odenkirk movie? Because it's based off of an old 70s kung fu film. Fist of Legend, I think, right?
Okay.
Not Fist of Legend. That's
Kung
deadly.
Pao?
Kung Pao, thank you. Legend of, it's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. I don't even remember.
Kung Pao, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's Kung Pao. I was trying to think, but it's
Legend of the Fist. Or Way of the Fist.
Something like that, yeah. They use stock footage from, they Mighty Morphin Power Rangers did. They use some actual stock footage from a movie, and then they just filled in extra scenes with him.
Yeah.
To bridge the gap, the narrative gap. Man, I don't know. So what? Okay, so are you bringing in a martial arts star into this movie then?
Yes.
Do you think?
Okay. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
Who are you bringing in?
Who is it?
I want them to redo it, and I want the Jackie Chan Chris Tucker combo.
Oh, hell yeah. That sex scene, you want the missing reel. You want that to happen.
It's just Chris Tucker over there like, oh, snap, what's going on?
Like you got.
Hey, you never messed with another Texas barbecue, man.
Oh, that's really good. Shit. And Jackie Chan's El Rey, right? Obviously, right? And that. Oh, like you just want to see Chris Tucker lose a leg, don't you?
I just want them. They were so good in Rush Hour. It would be great. And just to see Jackie Chan take out all the zombies and them just like explode.
Damn, man. Someone took out my leg, man.
See?
Wow, that's good.
Oh, yeah. I'm not doing a Jackie Chan.
And then like one of the zombies comes toward him and is like, bleh. He's like, I don't understand the words that are coming out of your mouth. This is great. Wow, that's good. I was thinking more of like a Kung Pao, but
no.
I was solid.
Yeah, Lisa, well done. I don't think we're going to beat. What do we call this?
Grainy film. Yeah, you got grainy film. You got bad dubbing. What you could do is you could badly dub only Jackie Chan. So only Jackie Chan, his vocals look terrible, and Chris Tucker's and everyone else's are exactly perfect.
Oh my god,
that would be really good.
That would be good.
What is this called though?
Yeah, what is it? It's Planet Rush Hour.
No. I don't think we have to keep the Rush Hour part. Just having Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, I think, is pretty solid.
Well, if you're going to if it's going to be Grindhouse, it's got to have a really shitty Grindhouse like name though.
Yeah.
I mean, Planet Terror is pretty low bar, but most of them are like a death proof.
Well, so yeah, Planet Terror was supposed to be
with a shotgun.
Planet Terror was supposed to be Project Terror. He was like, "Ooh, I got to make it sound more global."
Yeah,
like it sound like a big movie, like featuring Bruce Willis for 3 minutes. The idea was like that kind of a bait and switch.
Yeah,
this movie would be. Oh man, I don't even know. Lisa? What do you got on the title here? So you got bring us home after that amazing casting.
Gosh.
Kung Pao Zombie. No.
Like Legend of the.
I don't
know. That's a hard one.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, I don't know.
What, Planet Friday?
Oh my god. Shit.
The Sixth Element. Can we go with that?
I was gonna say that one, so that's good.
Gotta have some kind of barbecue tie.
We're just okay. Ooh. So neither Jackie Chan or Chris Tucker is the barbecue person.
No.
Are we recasting the barbecue person now?
No, leave JT. You gotta keep someone.
Is Matthew McConaughey in this movie also? Does he have a fight scene?
Maybe he is the barbecue person.
What if Matthew McConaughey has a fight scene where he uses bongos to fight off the zombies.
I like it.
Like he's bongoing and he like doesn't move, but he like chops the zombies mid bongo, keeping the rhythm.
Or he's doing that like little like finger roll thing like he does in the commercials, like thumb my finger, all right.
And then they take a Lincoln and they repurpose it to run over zombies. I don't know I don't think we can come up with a name for this.
No, there's no way.
I think you just call it Planet Terror. I think you just call
the name
Planet Terror, and then you're okay. Fine, not Planet Terror. What's bigger than planet? So we have
the universe.
Universe of Terror?
No. Let's go galaxy. Not quite universe. Let's go galaxy.
Galaxy of Terror.
Yeah.
Terror Galaxy.
Yeah, I like Terror Galaxy.
Terror Galaxy.
Yeah.
Featuring Jackie Chan.
Or Galactic Terror, yeah.
Oh, that's it. Galactic Terror. There you go. Sequel. Chris Tucker basically does his Fifth Element person.
Oh, God.
And it's over.
Yeah. All right, well, that's going to bring us to our final segment.
Oh, also with Bruce Willis.
Final cut.
There you go.
So Bruce Willis also in Fifth Element. You're saying this is this a prequel?
Oh.
Is this a prequel and then they're clones?
Yeah, I mean,
who
they're
then
going to
live later on.
Listen,
when
they're going to do Machete in space, so this is just Planet Terror in space.
Planet Terror is...
Hold on.
Terror Moon? Are we going
God.
moon? Are we going comet?
What I love about the prequel idea, though, is that, okay, so we've talked about Return of the Living Dead 3, where the girlfriend comes back and she's like got that weird like shoulder length red hair.
Julie Cooper from the OC. Yes.
Lilu.
Oh, that's
comes back.
My God, what
as like
is happening?
the ultra zombie, like in the sequel to Planet Terror, whatever the hell, the third
Galactic
movie.
Terror,
the third movie.
we're already past. This is already a franchise.
Yeah, you always have to think.
That's
of
what
the
Grindhouse
franchise.
does, like Return of Buckethead's Revenge 7. Yeah, right. That's what it is. Yeah,
yeah. So listen, before we get into our reviews, obviously we want to say, look, this episode, we've gone all over the place. There's so much to unpack in Grindhouse, but even just Planet Terror. I think Nate and I cannot stress enough, watch this movie.
Watch this movie.
Watch it. There's so much we didn't talk about.
If you live in Texas, it should be a requirement.
May even be enough that we may have to come back and revisit it in a bonus at some point and really get into some nitty gritty. We talked about our favorite stuff, but yeah, please check it out. That being said, I know we also have folks who are unsuspecting victims who probably are not going to ever watch this. So let's make this a sandwich, if you will. We're going to do
a Texas Independence Day barbecue
We're
sandwich.
going to make it a pulled pork sandwich here.
Pulled pork? Fuck, you're not from Texas.
What, you put you put coleslaw on it.
Oh man,
God damn it! I'm so hungry. I am
brisket, man. Come on,
fucking hungry. All right, I'll kick it off. Look,
you'll kick it off.
This is one of my all-time favorite movies. I've said on the show, I am the full Grindhouse fan. I love Grindhouse shit. I love all these type of movies. I would see this every day in the damn theater if it was there. I can never get tired of watching this movie. I will save my man. I'm going to give it. Fuck it. I'm giving it 10 out of 10 grenade launching machine guns.
Okay.
Or yeah.
10 out of 10. This is is this your first 10 out of 10?
It is. I've saved it for this, and there's probably 2 other movies that deserve the 10 out of 10, in my opinion. This movie is so perfect in what it's trying to do. And it's incredible.
And now for a totally different opinion.
Yeah. Now for the pulled pork in these.
Oh, that's why it's pulled pork.
Yeah.
Oh.
Lisa.
No, Nate, you go first. I want to see what I'm up against. Let's hear it.
All
okay.
right.
So for me, Planet Terror is my all-time favorite horror movies also.
Oh.
I watched this movie with the director commentary because I already know everything about the movie.
Yeah.
This is like the 3rd time I've watched it with the director commentary. And I also watched it with the audience reaction. and I watched all the commentary from the directors of the fake trailer. Edgar Wright was just talking so fast because the trailer is like, what, 3 minutes?
Yeah.
2 minutes? He's just like yell talking in British as fast as he possibly can.
Oh my God.
Like, it's just so good. Rob Zombie talking about how he filmed 40 minutes of Werewolf Women with SS was absolutely insane. This is so good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give it 10 out of 10.
Yes!
Bubbling Bruce Willis faces.
Oh.
Lisa's shaking her head so much.
Oh, yes.
I love this movie. This movie, is it a 10 out of 10 in terms of like plot? No. Is it a 10 out of 10 in terms of
no
how it was made?
Look,
kind of, because they actually made like a fake Grindhouse with like digital effects, which is kind of cool. It is so enjoyable. It propels it to the top.
It is everything it is a perfect encapsulation of what we love about horror movies, I think. I mean,
I agree.
Because because someone's going to reply and say, fucking idiot, I'll put this against The Exorcist as like the best. It's like, yeah, I would. I enjoyed the shit out of this movie.
Would I rather watch The Exorcist with the director's commentary or Planet Terror with the director's commentary? I think you know the answer to that.
Yeah. Lisa, having
Exorcist
said
is
that,
a better movie, but would I watch it a million times like this movie? No, I wouldn't.
Exactly right. Time to bring the average down. Where do you sit with Planet Terror?
At 11 is possible. I don't think it technically would count, but I would give it to you.
We will make that rule happen for this movie.
The only thing scary about this movie is how absolutely horrible it is. It is the most awful movie. And we have seen some really bad things.
We have seen The Suckling.
And we've seen Thanksgiving. And we've seen
Jack Frost, obviously.
Plasterface, Tourist Trap.
Well, Tourist Trap looks pretty great compared to some
it
of these
makes me want to go back and look at what I gave those. I don't even know what I gave those.
Yeah,
Threes,
I can
twos?
tell you if you want. I can tell you if you.
They were certainly low.
The Omen bumped up, Nate. I know you like to give me crap about my original.
That 2 out of
Omen.
10. What's that? 2 out of 10 is like a 6 now, bare minimum.
Yeah,
I'll put it this way.
I
can't even talk. If you're a fan of Grindhouse like these two dum-dums are, then you're gonna love it.
So
it is the typical Grindhouse, blood, guts, gore, boobs, the whole works. I hate that genre, which is why I didn't watch Blood Drive with you guys, because I could not stand it.
All right, so for context, are you ready? You gave Thanksgiving a 1.
Oh,
you gave Jack Frost a 2. Oh. You gave Tourist Trap a 1. You did not review Blood Drive. So we put that there. You gave The Suckling a 0.
That's fair.
That's fair. I won't change my mind on that.
You gave Mom and Dad a 3.5.
Oh gosh, now I got to figure out if this
and
is
you
better
gave
worse than
Mandy
Mom
a 3
and Dad.
and Apostle a 3. Those are some of your lowest ones.
Yeah.
Now you got to find that sweet spot. And obviously the Omen was a 2, but we're going to disregard that one. Where does it fall in that pantheon? Is it hitting the Mount Rushmore?
I'm trying to compare it to Nick Cage now.
Imagine a Mount Rushmore with Jack Frost. The Thanksgiving turkey.
Man.
The Suckling monster. And then...
I guess technically Nick Cage was in this, right? So
technically, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. Yep.
Let's go 3 out of 10 buckets of coleslaw. Because I like Robert Rodriguez.
Okay, so Texas
and I like barbecue
is 1 point.
And it was in Texas.
And barbecue is 1 point. And Robert Rodriguez being from Texas is 1 point.
And where my prom was in the Machete trailer. That was crazy. So 3.
So if you have a personal attachment to the Frost Building in Austin,
the Capitol,
or barbecue, this is the movie for you.
So if you like Grindhouse, definitely watch this. You're gonna love it. If you cannot stand Grindhouse, do not watch this. Don't. watch this movie.
Well,
Okay.
I got to tell you, that rating hurts my soul, Lisa, but we'll get through it. We'll probably take some, couples counseling.
It's all right. I'll make you watch The Wedding Planner and then we'll see what you think.
Christ, have mercy.
Oh,
yeah, that's not going to end well for
when
me.
I said like Matthew McConaughey marathon, I was talking about like not that. Like, let's just skip all the rom-coms.
All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for this special Texas Independence Day edition of our episode. Nate, where can folks celebrate the greatness that is Grindhouse and Planet Terror with us?
Yeah, you can celebrate with us at TX Pod Massacre on Twitter, Texas Podcast Massacre at gmail.com. Send us your comments, your questions. We will answer them on episode 100. Don't forget to do that. Leave us a review on iTunes. Catch us on Facebook. Catch us on Instagram. All your podcast platforms. Yeah, that's it. I was going to say, like, can I do all of that in a Matthew McConaughey voice? I cannot.
You cannot.
I cannot.
No, that ship has sailed.
I could not.
No, from all of us here at Texas Podcast Massacre, thank you so much for tuning in, and just keep telling yourself, it's only a movie. Come and take it.